Okay. Hello, period 9, and anyone else who's watching this. Hopefully, the assembly today about Helen Keller will also be about her teacher, Anne Sullivan. And you think about how hard it must have been for her to teach someone who couldn't see or hear, and it kind of puts things in perspective. All right, let me not talk too much so this doesn't take too long. The do now today became the homework. So it's the 3 questions on the top of 472. All right. So yesterday we said there's 2 kinds of sequences, one formed by adding and one formed by multiplying. More often than not, we'll have sequences that have both adding and multiplying, or both dividing and subtracting. All right. We did this yesterday. And I said, be careful about going this way with the pattern. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking for you to say, how do I turn 1 into 11? And what can I do to 2 to get the same thing? You know, in other words, whatever you did to turn the 1 into the 11, it has to be the same thing to turn a 2 into a 17. And that would be times 6 plus 5. All right. So let's, like I said, guess and check. Plug in a number and see if it works. This one, of course, uses multiplying, 2 times x, and adding, plus 3. All right, page 468. On the bottom, we didn't quite get to this yesterday. Again, we're trying to figure out how can you get from 1 to 3. You think, oh, 1 times 3, but then 2 times 3 is 6, not 5. All right, how about plus 2? 1 plus 2 is 3. But 2 plus 2 is not 5. So it's got to be both, right? It's got to be both. This one turns out to be 2 times x plus 1. What's 2 times 2? 4. What's 4 plus 1? 5. What's 3 times 2? 6. Plus 1, 7. There's our function rule, all right? Remember, arithmetic is adding and geometric is multiplying. But normally you'll have sequences that have both. I'm going to leave the timer up so I can keep this short without rushing too much. Again, guys, this is a homework, 469. Don't say plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. That's not what they're looking for. They're looking to say, how do you go from the top to the bottom? What do you do to 3 to turn it into 12? What can you do to 4 to turn it into 13? Right away, I think, oh, 3 times 4 is 12. Yeah, but 4 times 4 is 16. That's not going to work. So how about 3 times 3? It's 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. No, that's not going to work. It's got to be some combination of things, right? Always go for a simple thing first, though, right? Like, what about adding? What do I have to add to 3 to get 12? Well, let's see. I'll do the opposite. Oh, 9. So let's see. 3 plus 9 is 12. 4 plus 9 is 13. 5 plus... So easy. So it's n plus 9, right? So if they want the 12th term, that would just be 12 plus 9, which equals 21. Don't miss the obvious ones. That one was as easy as adding. This one's just multiplying. 2 times 12, 3 times 12, 4 times 12, 5 times 12, n times 12. So if n is 12, 12 times 12, the 12th term is 144. Still homework 469. Describe the relationship. I said, oh, it was a loving relationship. No, that's not what they mean. They mean, what do you do to the 6 to turn it into 18? What do you do to the 18 to turn it into 54? Most people said, oh, 6 times 3 is 18. So let's see if 18 times 3 is 54. 8 times 3, 24. 3 times 1, 3, 4. It is. So it's, describe the relationship. It's times 3, or multiply each term by 3. So you have to do 162 times 3. You have to do that answer times 3. And then you have to do that answer times 3. And matter of fact, I don't have the answers right in front of me, but they are on the other attachment on the e-board with all these problems solved. All right, now look, it's the hard one. because it can't just be adding. It can't just be multiplying. It's got to be some combination. So you guess and check. How about 1 times 10 plus 3? Okay, but 2 times 10 is 20 plus, that's close. How about a little smaller? 1 times 9 plus 4. All right, 2 times 9 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So close. So times 10 was too big, times 9. How about times 8? 1 times 8 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So maybe it's times 8 plus 5. It is. It is. Let's prove it. What's 2 times 8? 16. What's 16 plus 5? 21. So how do I get my answer here? Normally, when it's a coefficient, you write the number first, so it's 8x plus 5. But basically, either one of these are correct. So whatever x is, we can plug in the number and it'll work. Like say, I wanted to go rock climbing for 100 hours. All I have to do is plug it in. What's 8 times 100? 800 plus 5, $805. Works for any number. Sequences, right? Are they adding? Are they multiplying? Are they both? See, I think 4 times 4 is 16, but 16 times 4 isn't 28. So all I have to do is figure out, all right, it's not multiplying, maybe it's adding. 4 plus 12 is 16. Is 16 plus 12 28? Yeah, it is. So all I have to do to get the next number is add 12. 40 plus 12, 52. 52 plus 12, 64. All right, the term there was plus 12. Decimals, yay. Could be adding again, right? How do we figure out what they add? Find the difference. All right, 3.9 minus 1.5, 2.4. So it looks like they're adding 2.4. Hopefully you see how this is really algebra. We're doing the inverse to find out what to do. Let's double check. 8.7 minus 2.4 should be 6.3. Let's double check. It is. So that's what we have to do. So we have to do 8.7 plus 2.4 to get the next term. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11.1 is next. And then we have to add 2.4 again to get the next term. 5, 13.5. Not too bad. Speaking of 0.5, you could change these to decimals, but hopefully you see that this is just going up by 2/4. You also see the pattern, 2 1/4, 2 3/4, 3 1/4, 3 3/4. So hopefully you see that it would be 4 1/4 and 4 3/4. I mean, hopefully you can do that in your head, but some people said, oh, I changed it to a decimal. That's fine. It would be 0.25, 0.75, 0.25, 0.75. All right. Bottom of the homework, last one. And remember, the homework tonight is that the top 3 questions on 472. Going down. If the numbers are going down, it must be subtraction. It must be division. But I'm going to go for subtraction because it's easier. Now I see this maybe I could change to 13.5. So if I take 19 minus 13.5, notice how I'm lining up the decimals. I'm going to get 5.5. So in other words, they subtracted 5.5. So if I go 30 minus 5.5, I should get the next number. 2, 10, 9, 10, 5, 24.5. Now how do I check to make sure this is right? Well, 30 minus 5.5 should be 24.5. 30 minus 5.5. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. We already did that one. 24.5 minus 5.5 should be 19. Right? Because we did this one. Let's do this one. If this is right, 24 minus 5 is 19. There it is. It's good. All right, same thing here with decimals. It's getting smaller. Let's subtract and see what the difference is. 36.7, 1, 36, that's 3, 7.1 should be. So if I go 36.7 minus 7.1, I get 27.6. To check if that's right, I just do that minus 7.1, and I should get 20. No, it's wrong. No, what did I do wrong? 27, 7. Oh, yep. Well, here's a mistake right here. See? You rush and you make mistakes. 16 minus 7 isn't 7. It's 9. So this is 29.6. 9 minus 7 is 2. And now it's right. Always pays to check. All right, so I think that's it for last night's homework. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry it's a little bit on the long side, 11 and a half minutes, but hey, at least you didn't have to sit through 40 boring minutes of math. All right, anyway, it's Mr. Stevens. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, do the top of 472 for homework, all right? It's just those 3 questions. Thanks, guys. Bye.